here at the Carroll Farm in Acadia National Park. This is one of several trees that were probably grafted here by John Carroll at the Carroll Farm between 1850 and 1880. This is a really well documented little orchard where we know the varieties that he grafted. We know he was interested in grafting. And this particular tree is great because there's photographic evidence of it from about 100, 110, 120 years ago. And we know that this tree basically is almost exactly the same size as it was 100 years ago. So it's just sort of hanging out, doing its thing, hanging on, trying to survive. And it's one of the trees that we've propagated in the Maine Heritage Orchard. On Fernald Point in Southwest Harbor in Maine. It's probably in the 180 to 210-year-old class. It's 11.5 feet in circumference, associated with one of the earliest settlement sites in this area of Maine. It's one of the two largest trees. We don't know if it's the oldest, but two largest trees that we've so far found in down East Maine. And is probably of that what we call the first generation of introductions of European apples here on the coast of Maine. We're at the Pikelands in Lubec, Maine. This is one of the most diverse apple species assemblages in North America. Founded by Radcliffe Pike back in the middle of the 20th century, he planted wild species malice and was experimenting with hybridization. The plantings were originally done between the 1930s and the 1960s. He had Sikkimensis from Bhutan, he had Baccata from Russia, Sieboldii from Japan, planted them. And all around us is one of the largest assemblages of feral fruit that I know of anywhere. That is basically the work of the deer, bear, raccoons, and skunks who spread the fruit out all across the landscape. And there are probably 3,000 to 5,000 trees in this sort of 30 acres around us. Local mammals have been taking it out beyond here. So as you drive down the road for miles and miles and miles, you'll see that genetics all across the landscape. Birds have been dispersing the fruit all over, as far as I can tell, probably eastern North America. And then bees have been shuttling the pollen out. One point I calculated that the pollen would have traveled approximately 240 miles from here in the last 60, 80 years. So there's likely, possibly, Bhutanese genetics in apples, in a radius from here of 240 miles. So you should come up to the Pikelands in Lubec, Maine and check it out.